So I first started this video when I was on vacation last weekend out in the mountains of North Carolina, and my first video of this, all my data got destroyed with the exception of what you're seeing right now. Needless to say, I wasn't really impressed. I was pretty upset, and what I end up doing is getting a whole nother set to rebuild it just for you, my one viewer. I hope you appreciate and enjoy the pain and agony. Really enjoyment. I wouldn't have mind doing it again. So here we go. Let's enjoy. But I was really angry about losing the data. Okay, so this is going to be my first build together video. Basically, it's going to be a longer format video where we actually go through everything and just build everything piece by piece. Hopefully you're here for that as well. If not, feel free to skip through things as you like. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Deemer's Dominion. Today we are going to do and talk about the Lego Game Boy set, which is very nostalgic for me. I had a Nintendo Game Boy when I was in high school, and when I saw this, I absolutely had to have it. It is just a very on-point kind of set. You can look at this graphic here, this picture here. It is exactly like, to all extremes, for all intents and purposes, the Game Boy that I know I grew up with. And I had already done this set when I was traveling a week or so ago, and unfortunately I lost all my data, a few hours worth of video, when I was transferring the video file from my device to the computer, and it all got corrupted. So for all of you, I got another set, and I am going to redo it, take another 2 hours, because that's how long it took me just to build it, let alone the footage for making this video. So we're going to start all over again and have some fun. So if you have one you want to build with me, I am going to build it on camera, and let's have some fun building, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up. Now on the bottom here, there are, you can see where it has like two thumbprints. You punch it in like that, and it just opens up the box like that. And if you've ever done Legos, they are all individually labeled for each part, each phase of the build along the way, which is really cool. Bag number 2, 3 that I just showed you. Bag number 4, unnumbered bag, but we are going to use this, don't you worry. Number 5, numero uno. We do have the stickers here for the games, the game cartridges. A very cool addition. And for those of you that are like me, I love the tactile feel of the instructions. I like that for most everything I use. Now there are some instances where the digital version is more helpful for different things, but I do like this, and I'm glad they included this. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start building. All right. Okay, so let's get our books out. For those of you that want to build along, let us find the beginning here. Pretty cool. Shows you what it looks like on the inside. Now, the first time I built this, I was really impressed by the intricacies. There are a lot of tiny pieces in this, so if you're like me, that has a little bit of shakiness in their hands, or the arthritis situation like myself, it can be a little bit frustrating, but nothing is too small for somebody like me personally. Now your mileage may vary depending if and how you have these situations for you. Let's go ahead, and page 16 is where we're going to start with step number 1. I'm gonna have this here in front of me as we go along. So, all right, we'll put the other bags to the side for the moment, and instructions say empty out bag number 1. So let's go ahead and empty out bag number 1. Now, when you do empty out your bags, make sure you do it in a way that you're not going to spill everything off the area you're working in, because these little pieces can be a little bit daunting to find if you do end up losing them, if they fall on the floor, if you have rug and they fall in there. I feel for you. I do. See, like, we got like cool pieces like this, for instance, where it's printed with the labels. Okay, so when I'm building, I like to at least semi-organize based on shape, color, size, similar features, etc. If you're not that type of person, that's fine too. You do you, boo. These kinds of builds are a little bit stress relief for me personally. It takes my mind off of other things in life. There's so much going on nowadays that we're all looking for a good distraction. So why not? And if you've got some chill music you like to do these things while you build, put on your chill music. Have a little fun, a little R&R. Nobody's gonna judge anything, anytime here. We are just out to have a little fun. Okay. Okay, so step one, I'm gonna use this one and one of these funky ones. Put it on the edge. Like that. And then we're going to use the other two funky ones because there's 3 of these in the set. And go ahead and build. Like that. So that's what you want to look like for the beginning of this. And then we're going to take this part like this, snap it to the back edge. And then we're going to take 2 of the solid black pieces, these thin ones, and continue covering this with this. And then we're going to take this last solid black piece and cover the top so that you have a piece that looks like this. Still with me? All right, let's get it. Actually, let's take this one back. We did this one too soon. Let's back that up. We're going to put the hooks on first. Here, we're going to skip these first 2. That one there, and then one next to it. Okay. So we have that like that, and then we're going to get these little ones, these little circular ones. Whoops. See them? That's what they look like. And we're going to fill in the empty part on each side. So we're going to need 4 of these. See how now they're all level on the top here? Continue leveling that out. Like that. Okay. And now we get this part here, and we're gonna put that on top. So now that we have a piece like this. Are we good? All right. We'll set that down like this. And then remember that bag that wasn't numbered here? We're gonna open this up. Now we're gonna put this green one on the side. We're gonna keep this one here. We're gonna put the gray one on the side. That looks like the back of the Game Boy. And we are left with a couple hologram types. Isn't that so cool? Startup screen. And then we've got Zelda here. Very cool. And then we've got Super Mario. Doink, doink, doink. All right, so take that and just put them in there for now. Let it hold it like that, all right? And we'll set that aside. So what are we left with? Where are we going here? We are going to need, dun dun dun, this gray piece with the 2 levels, little holes there on the side. And then we're going to take these right here, 2x1s, and put them on each side perpendicular so that it covers like that. And then we are going to take a 4x2 here and fill in this gap like that. And then we're going to take these funky little pieces, and then we are going to slide them under like that and like that. All right, so that's what we should look like right there. And then we have this guy, and we're going to fill in the final gap like that. We good? All right, set that there. All right, so now we're going to take this other funky piece, okay, and we're going to take these cool little yellow pieces, and we're going to put the first one here, and then we're going to take 2x3, and we are going to put it like that, and then we are going to attach this to this, oops, sorry, that on the side. So we can attach this like this if we're following the directions, because we should always follow directions with Legos, or honestly we're gonna get screwed along the process. So we're gonna need one black, one green, and then we're gonna put the green one here on the bottom edge so that there's one gap here, and then we're gonna put the black one next to it here, pop that in, so we have this. And we're going to take this little gray circular one, we're going to put it on top of the green like that. Cool. All right, so now what we need is, I'll put that there. We're going to take a 1x4, and we're going to take an angled green piece, and we're going to do it like that. Okay, and then we're going to take another one of these yellow pieces, slide it on there so that we have that. And then, my friends, just like that. Okay, so that's one side there. We're going to take this last 1x4, we're going to take the last green piece and pop them together, snap, snap, pop, pop. We're going to take the last yellow piece next to it so that we have this. And then we are going to do matchy-matchy so that we have everything in a row like this. So everything is symmetrical up on top. Everything is straight and nice and solid. There. Now, one of the cool things with Legos is they always give you extra pieces. We're going to put extra pieces to the side. And you will find that there are extra pieces in every bag. All right, so I love how the circuit board is looking for the cartridge. I just wish they would actually leave some of these elements exposed because they're kind of cool. All right, so this blank one right here, we're actually going to cover all this cool stuff up here. See what I'm saying? Like, I kind of wish how they would have left some of the circuit board parts exposed, but I get it. We're trying to create a cartridge, right? And so with this up here, we're going to take one of these stickers. Doesn't matter which one you start with. I'll just put Super Mario since he's on top, right? And you just want to kind of align the top to the edge there like that. Okay. And that's the cartridge there for Super Mario. And what we're going to do here is grab, remember the Nintendo Game Boy here? This one will go on top. Make it look all cartridge-like. Short side on the top here, like that. And then the two long ones on either side so that we get a pretty complete fit. There will be a little bit of a gap there, that's fine. Okay, snap, snap. And here you have your first cartridge. You want to see something cool? So remember on the back of that, there's these little clips here and the C clips here. That is going to just pop in
to those C-clips like that, so that you get this cool little holder clip there. Cool. Pretty neat, huh? I'm telling you, this set is really, really fun. At least I find it fun. I hope you do too. All right, now we are being asked for bag number 2. Bag number 2. Let's set this aside for now. All right, so we've got a bag within a bag. Got a bunch of tiny stuff in here. All right, let's do a little quick organization. Okay, so open up this little guy carefully. Let's not spill anything anywhere. All right, nice job, Deemer. And again, lots of tiny pieces. Let's be careful. Okay, so now that we've got everything pretty much laid out, organized, at least for myself, we are going to take a 1x4 green and one of the 1x2 grays. And take one of these green ones and one of these mini weird ones here. We're going to put one on each side, cover up 2 so that we are dangling like that. Okay, so then we are going to take a corner black piece, which would be this one. And we are going to set it here like that. Cool. Okay, now we're going to take another one of these from our long line and pop it there. Done. And we're going to just build down here like this, like this. So this is what it looks like. All right, so far so good. Now we're going to take our green piece and we are going to place it next to the black piece. So it's going to be inside this corner in the back, and that's what it looks like in the front. And now we're going to fill these 2 rows here with more of these pieces here. So let's go to town and fill these up. So that we have this looking like this. I'm going to take one of these green pieces here, 1x4, and so we need, actually, before we do that, we're going to need one more row so that we have 4 columns and 3 rows. So our grid is a 4x3 or 3x4, like that. And now we're going to take this green one and we're going to slide it under there like that. All right, and then we're going to fill the rest of these up. Okay, so one side looks like this, the other side looks like this. And keeping with the book, we're going to keep the dark green corner facing us like this. And set it down. And we need this thicker blank spot right here. And we are going on the first row, go across like that. Okay. And then we're going to take the single blank pieces, these ones, and put it next to it there. And on the other side as well. Like that. So that's what we have looking. like so far. Make sure nothing gets loose in the process. All right. So far so good, and we're now gonna reverse it like this for now. And turn the page. Page 30. All right, so the slotted ones are gonna be the vents, okay? So what we're gonna do is just fill up this grid with a bunch of the slots. And just fill in this grid here. Except for this last row, it looks like. It'll be 4 across. So 4 across, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. And then as you fill these vent pieces in, you'll notice that this gets held pretty well together. It's not as loose in our hands as it was just a few moments ago. I'm really excited about this. Even though I've done one before, I do love this set. And then funny story about Legos. When my daughter was a little younger, she was going through a Disney princess phase and also was enjoying the idea of Legos. Here we go, like this. And then we're going to take this part here so that the serial number is on top, like that. This is going to be the back. Okay. We're going to set that aside for a moment. So, my beautiful, loving daughter that she is, we got her a Princess Elsa and Anna Ice Castle set. And she was so excited. Baba, I want to help. Will you help me build this? Will you help me build this? She said. I said, I would love to do and build Legos with you. And so we get it, we take it home, we open it up kind of like what we were doing here and we were sprawled out on the carpet in my wife's office, actually. And as we organized a little bit and started reading instructions and started putting a few things together, maybe within 5 minutes, I see her eyes wandering. I know what's coming. I don't want it to come, but I know what's coming. And she starts smiling at me. She says, Baba, you continue. I'll be right back. I just want to check up on something. Right? I don't know how many of you have kids. Maybe you've lived that kind of experience. But those 5 minutes basically took, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes, maybe longer. I'm halfway done with the castle and she comes back to check up on me, quote unquote. And when she comes back and I said, hey, Baba, where did you go? And she starts laughing. She goes, I was talking to Mama. And they were doing girl things in another room. They were playing in another room. And I said, well, Baba, I thought we were doing this together. I thought this was a daddy-daughter moment. And she starts giggling. She goes, okay, Baba, I'll help you some more. And she did. And she helped me for a couple more minutes. And then I see her getting antsy again. She said, Baba, you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. I'm going to go back and check up on Mom and I'll be right back. Right back, she says. Okay. I start laughing a little bit. I know where this is going, so I build it anyway. I finish it practically almost until the little decoration parts come. She comes, she's so excited. Baba, you did an amazing job. This looks awesome. I want to help decorate. I want to build the decorations. And so that part she stayed for. That part she enjoyed. That part was the quickest part of building those castles. But it's okay. The point is you gotta love kids and the experiences that they come with, because when they get older, those experiences go away, sadly. They're not the same. And I love her, and I will always build things with her. Right now, we are loving the whole blockies situation. So, we love blockies. Blockies are fun. But we're not doing Lego stuff anymore, and that hurts me. I'm sad. So my beautiful daughter, if you're watching this, know that your Baba is sad because he misses doing these things with you. Very good, guys, like that. So far, so good. This is fun. I am enjoying this. This is peaceful. This is relaxing. This is really cathartic. I get to build, get to chat with anybody, my one viewer that likes and subscribes and watches these things. Thank you very much. I appreciate you very much. These, one of those. And I'll put another one of these. Top. So that we get this. And then we're going to take another one of these front ones here, and we're going to put it to the edge on this side, like this. And now we're going to take this little funky monkey, and we're going to take just one of these so that it looks like this. And then we're going to take one of these gray circles and pop it in like that. So you get this. And then this whole structure will come here. Like that. Cool? All right. And then this whole thing, and then this whole thing will go like this. And that locks in really well. Okay, cool. So that's gonna be one of the sides. Now, we're gonna come back to this guy. We're gonna flip it around so that it looks like this. Okay, in the manual it looks like this. We're gonna take this, and the brown part is going to be on this side, this little brown part. And then this is going to, this edge here, it seems like this, so that we get it like that. Just make sure those are nice and taut. And this gap is necessary. Okay, so you're not doing it wrong for like, where's the gap? That's necessary for later. Okay, so again, we'll put this back over here. And we are going to need, again, one of these ones. And this last blank one here, so that we are like this. And then we're going to take another one of these and build it like this. So we have two more rivets out like that. And then we're going to take a singular blank plate, put it here. And then we're going to take a blank plate that is a 2x1, a 2x1, and put it there. Okay, and then we're going to take another one of these brown ones here. I'm going to flip this upside down, first of all, so that this thick part is on this side. Okay, this is up here, and this one's down here. Okay, so it should be like that. Small plate here, brown plate, and then nothing up here, and then we have the edge like that. Okay, so now we're going to take another one of these and put it there like that. Okay, so we're going to take this one, we're going to put it here to the edge like that. And then we're going to take this long one and we're going to snap it next to it like this. So now we have something that binds all these pieces together like that. Okay, so that's what that is looking like so far. And then we're going to turn it like that, and we're going to take another one of these pieces and we're going to put this one on the last segment like that. We're going to turn it back upside down, and we're going to take one of these black pieces and one of these singular pegs like that, so that's like that. And then we're going to put this one next to the brown one like that. All right, so far so good. So we're going to need one of these and that. Now, this gray one will go here, this, and then this one will go next to it like this, and that'll hold pieces together there. And then we're going to take one of these green ones, and we're going to put this one all the way on this top corner like that. So this is what we have looking like, in case you need a reference. So far, so good. Okay. And now this we're going to attach once again to this, like this. All right. So far, so good. Look at that. Isn't that looking awesome? Isn't that looking amazing so far? This is really exciting. I'm still excited. At the same time as I got the first one, I'm loving this. And I love these details, and they're going to get hidden. That sucks, but you know what? We're good. We're fine. All right. I just got to stretch out a little bit because of my arthritic back. Chat, don't get old. Don't get old, guys. Well, it's not even that I'm old. It's don't get, diseased. All right, so we're going to need one of these. We're going to need one of these. And we're going to need this. And we're going to need this one, the single one. And we're going to need one of these C-clip ones. Okay, so taking that and these into consideration, we're going to start with this black one. And we are...
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
No, take that back.
One eternity later.
Okay, guys, so I just rearranged this segment. We're back on track. This is how this should look like. This is the back again. This is this. And then we're going to take this part that we built already and click it on there again. And the right piece that we built, click it on there again. And we're back on track and everything is hunky-dory. We still have the gap that we need. Okay, so where were we? Black piece. We're going to start at the corner up here along this edge so that we hold everything together on that side. And we're going to take this, not yet, and then we're going to take this clip here, put it next to it here, like this. Then we're going to take our gray piece, pop it in like that. Make sure they're nice and straight. Get our other C-clip and put it next to it like that. Okay. And then we're going to get the C side here. And we're going to pop it like that. And that is working out to be pretty sturdy and solid as we go along. And then we're going to take our brown piece here and we're going to go all the way to the edge like that. Okay. All right. So we are good so far. We do need also one of these now. And that is going to go here on the corner of the black piece inside like that. And now we're going to take this long black piece and perfect. And now this is like getting nice and super solid. Cool. This is what we look like so far. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Now that we're back on track with everything, we are going to take this one and we are going to take, oops, this one. And we are going to make sure that this looks like this. Okay. And then we are going to take another one of these, clip it on here next to it. And then we're going to take this one and clip it over like this so that we have that overhang. Okay. Now we're going to take our 2x4. This will go under here. And then we have these last two clips over here that we will put here and here, like this. Okay, so now we need this one. Hold some parts together. We're going to leave a gap, and then we're going to put another one there, so we have a gap and a gap. We're going to take a blank plate, put it in between the gap there. We're going to leave that gap there for now, but we are going to take a corner plate and have it look like this. Okay, this is what we look like so far. We're going to take another corner piece, and we're going to take this half moon corner piece, and we're going to put one on top of the other. So it looks like this, and then this whole thing is going to sit like that. So that's what we have so far. Okay, moving forward. That's the side. We are going to need one of these. Nope, before we get there, actually, this one that we just built, I'm going to turn it around like this. We're going to grab this, and we are going to clip it in like that. Boom. Now we filled in this corner. This looks real nice. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, guys. That's really cool. Oh man, so much fun. So much fun. So much fun. Okay, let's get back to what we were doing. We are going to take this piece first, and we're going to put it above the brown piece here on the bottom. And then we're going to take this piece here and put it above the black, perpendicular to the other green one that we had there. And this is really solid. This is super solid. Now we need our yellow ones that look like this. And we're going to put one in this corner to bind things together here. And we're going to put the other one to bind the two green pieces like that. Okay. And then we are also going to take this corner piece and fill this corner gap here on the bottom like that. That's looking fun. It's filling in. It's pretty solid. So far, so good. Okay, now we're going to build this bottom corner here. Excuse me. To do that, we're going to need this and this. And see how this one's slotted at this corner here like that? That's where this corner will go. So it looks like that. All right. And then we're going to put that here. Like that. Wow. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So much fun. So much fun. So much fun. I get really excited. I generally get excited. I'm like a little kid. All right. So see these? I'm going to use this. And we're going to orient it. Actually, we're going to use the one. Now there's two of these. Okay. Don't get confused. There's one with the pegs on the outside and there's one with the pegs on the inside. We're going to use the one with the pegs on the inside, this one right here. All right. And then we're going to flip it like this so that the pegs are facing up. And we're going to put this green piece like that. So this is what it looks like. Okay. And then we are going to take the shelf looking piece and we are going to put it like this. So this is what we have so far. Take this other piece. Okay, we're going to put the blank piece on here like this. So it looks like that. And then this looks like that. We're going to plug in this like that. So this is what we have looking here. Okay, now this piece is going to orient this way, and this is going over here like this. Okay, so you have the blank, then you have the two pegs there, and then you have the indent, and then we filled in that gap on the side. Okay, is grab these two pieces and we'll go take oriented so the pegs are on top, and we're going to take one of these single bricks and then another single. Nope, we're going to take one of these red ones here. This should be oriented the other way. My bad, y'all. So it looks like this. So then this one can come over on top like this. Okay, then we're going to take a blank slate, a 1x2, cap it like that. And then we're going to take two of these single bricks and double them up. Nice and straight as we can. Like that. And then this will go on the opposite side of this on the bottom. So it's like that. Okay. Then we're going to take one of these interesting black ones. And that is going to be oriented so that when we peg it in, the hole is facing outside, like that. Okay. And now we're going to orient it, so we're going to flip it like this, so that the black peg is facing down on top, the red one here. And we are going to peg it in here, so that the red piece goes into that hole, and then this black piece will pop it in like that, lock it in. All right, see, like I like this stuff. I wish this was more exposed. Okay. Now we're going to take this other one and kind of do the same thing in reverse. Put it on this side. Put it on this side like that. I'm going to double up these single bricks. Straighten them out if you need to. And remember, like, these will go on the opposite side of the red on the bottom. Okay, and then we'll get this other black piece, and very similar to how we did the last one, so it looks like this. Okay, so here again we have this. Pop it in like that, and we're going to need our plate on top here to lock that in, like this. Okay, and similarly to how we did this part up here, we are also going to red part down, black part up goes into the hole, like that. Okay, so that's what we look like so far. That's pretty funky. I dig it, I love it. Okay. All right, so now these extra pieces we're just going to put to the side. We've got a few of these extra pieces because we are done with bed 2. On to bag 3. Okay, got a little runaway. We also have, this time, 2 extra little baggies. Let's go ahead and organize. Okay, so one last bag to go. Super small pieces once again, so please be careful. And this is a fun bag here. This is the part where things come together much more, a lot more fun pieces. And during my first time building this, it was about 4 in the morning at the time. I was in the hotel, and I was between sleep deprived and delirious. And I found myself giggling half the time as I was building this part, like no joke giggling. To the point where if anybody had come into my room they would have probably called medical help to make sure I was okay. But that's all right. We're all having fun. I'm having fun. Okay, guys, there we have everything organized out of bag 3. So let's begin. All right. I can hear my wife now saying comments about my patience and there's something wrong with me, and that's fine. We're good. Okay, so we're going to be using this to start with, and 3 of these pegs here. Okay, we're going to put the first one in here. We're going to take the second one, this first bottom hole here, and this one here. Now I will say, in the first edition that I had of this, these pegs were not hard plastic like this. They were actually rubber, which I find actually quite interesting. I wonder why they changed that, because these actually hold the backside and they hold it pretty well. So I wonder if they had complaints, or maybe just a different manufacturing plant. I don't know, but I just noticed that. That's quite interesting. Okay, moving on. Set that aside for a moment. We need a 5x1 and 4x1, like that. Okay, and then we're going to need another one of these 5x1s. And we're going to need the dark brown piece here. It's a 3x1, like that. Okay, so we have like that and like that. Okay. So then we're going to need this part here, which is going to go over this part here, like that. Then we're going to need a gray 2x1. These are just going to be locking everything in place. So far, so good. All right, we're going to set that down to the side just for a moment. And we're going to need this bottom green boat. And we're going to need one of these circular ones, and we're going to peg it in that corner. And then we're going to take this whole thing and make sure we orient it right. Peg it like that. So that's what the back side looks like, and the front. Okay. Now we're going to put that aside for just a moment, and we're going to take this part. This is rubber, black rubber. We're going to take this part and this red one. So there's a larger hole and a peg on top. We're going to keep the peg on top and push it through like this. Okay. So it's like that and that. And then we are going to lock this in here like that. Pretty neat. Yes? Okay. All right. So now we're going to need caffeine. Oh, this, 1x4 green, light green, and a black one here. These are the 3 pieces we're going to need here. And now we're building like this. We're going to change it like this. All right. So we're going to take this black piece and put it right under here. We're going to take this green piece and put it next to it here. Snap, snap. Love that sound. And then this piece will go right here and continue to hold everything in place. So that's what we have. Cool. And now we're going to need 2 more of these pieces. And these are going to go on the corner here, perpendicular to one another, like this. All right. And then we're going to need these 4 light green pegs here. And these are going to surround this black rubber piece. And maybe some of you already know this is going to be a fun little piece in the making. Okay. And now we are going to take one of these, orient it so that it is like this. I'm going to take one of these cone pieces and pop it in this first on the left here like this. And then this we're going to take and pop it in like that. And I'm sorry, these light green pieces are reversed. They need to go in the other way. They actually need to go upside down. My apologies. So they need to go in that. So I'll take the other ones out, reposition them. Voila. We're back. We're back on track, everyone. Okay. But now we're going to take the rest of these cone pieces and surround the other corners. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Cool. So it looks like. All right, cool. All right, let's put this into our situational. Okay, so this whole piece will just for now rest into this gap. Okay, there's nothing going to click in at this point. It's just going to, you're just gonna have to hold it down for a moment, set it down, and it will lock in here in a minute. Trust the process. This one. And a 3x1 to the corner on the right top. And then this one, a 2x1. And then a blank plate in between them, like that. So far, so good. And now we're going to take a corner, put it in like this, and we're going to take this guy and put it out so that the peg is facing out to the left when you hold it like this. And now we're going to also take a 3x1, sorry, a 4x1, put it on top here. We're going to take one of these pegs, put it on top like this. This one. So it's like this. And we're going to take one of these, this black piece, put it in like this. So it looks like that. Okay, and then we're going to take these 2 corner pieces and we're going to snap them on top, double it up like this. And we're going to take the piece that we just made and we're going to pop it in like that. Okay, we're going to take one of these circular edged brown black pieces, the 3x1s, put it on the bottom like this, and then we're going to take the circular edged green one and put it on that side like this. That's what the bottom looks like. And then okay. All right, we're going to take this piece that we just built and we're going to take these wedges, black wedges, and we are going to reverse this like this. It slants out like this. Take another one and put it right next to it like that. Okay. Now we're going to take our select button. This is what I'm telling you, things are getting exciting. The select button, we're going to put it upside down like this for now. And then guess what goes next to it? Good old start. And then start goes next to it like this. I mean, if you're not getting excited right now at this point, because you know what's coming, I don't know what to tell you. There's a problem. You have a problem, because I'm excited. All right. So now, I'm going to take this piece that we built, and we're going to keep this like this, and pop it into like that. And just for fun. See that? You see that? How fun is that? All right. Back on track. We are once again going to take this piece, and we're going to take the round edged black 3x1 and snap it in like that. I'm going to take this brown 3x1 and lay it on top like that. Okay. And then we're going to take our 3x2, which is right here, and we're going to build that one on top as well. So this is what we have, like this. Cool. Cool. Now this whole thing will come and sit on top of this whole thing, from edge to edge. So this is what we got going on. All right, so now we're going to take one of these. We're going to rotate this piece so that this edge is facing to the left, and put this one over here. A little bit loosey-goosey. There we go. Okay, so we've got that there, like this. And then we're going to take a corner piece and snap it in like this. Everything looks good so far. And then we're going to take our 4x1 and then connect across here like this. And then we are going to take our solid brick here, 2x1, put it on that corner. And then we're going to take our bridge here and put it next to it like that, so that looks like that. And now, for a little fun, we're putting our headphone plate there. Isn't that cool? And then we're taking this blank plate, putting it next to it like this. This is so cool. Every time I see stuff like this starting to happen, I do get all getting excited. Come on guys, get getting excited with me. That's where your headphones plug in. Okay, so now we're going to take this part, and we're going to take this part, and we're going to, this part here, this peg, into this black hole, and set it in. See, now remember this piece, locked in now, not going to go anywhere. Isn't this exciting, guys? How it's coming together? Pretty funky. Pretty funky. All right, so red brick. And one of these ones here, 2x2. And one of these. All right, red brick, flip it upside down. This peg thingy we're going to put in the corner, not in the hole, like that. And then this piece we're going to plug in next to it in the gap in between the hole and the edge, so it looks like that. Okay, and so we're going to flip this back around so that this is out like this. I turn it this way, and see this peg here again? That's going to be for this one over here. Hold it together like this. So now it looks like that on the inside. And this piece again, all solid. Cool. It's been our main character from this bag so far. We're going to use this guy. So he's like this. We're going to use this guy like this. And use the top peg to plug it in, so it's like this. And then we're going to come back to our black wedges. Turn this around. And we are going to do it like that. Cool. All right, nice. There's that. And now we're going to take our blank gray ones here, and we're going to snap them in like that. Too bad my daughter's not here. She would leave me to go check up on her mom in the middle of all this excitement. Okay, so now that we've got that piece, we are going to do what? Snap it in, snap it in. All right, this piece, gonna go here, like this. See that? Isn't that fun? Come on, guys, isn't that fun? Am I the only one getting excited? All right, cool. So we're gonna need this one here. We're gonna need our C-clip here, and we're gonna need our rounded black 3x1 here, like this. And then this one will go like this. So that's what we have here. And then this part is going to lay over here, like this, right there. Right, so we still have our gray one that we had earlier. Now everything is super locked in this corner right here. It's all sturdy. All right, cool. And that's why you see like this red peg is in the center of the two, the red clip, C-clip is in the center of the two tan ones. Okay. Fun stuff, fun stuff. All right, two 2x1s, and we're gonna stack them up on top of one another. Pop. Okay. And then we're going to take this one. And this is going to, so that the pegs are facing the left when you're building it, like this. Okay. And we're going to take our green rounded 2x1 and put it on that side, like this. And then this whole thing, we're going to put it like this, oriented. And this is going to go on, remember this rounded black 3x1? It's going to go on the top one like this. Okay. Now another fun, exciting part. We're going to take this plate that says Nintendo Game Boy, and we are going to put it across like this. Okay. Now are we getting excited? Now are we getting excited? Because this is fun. This is fun. All right, so far we're only halfway through the book. All right, more exciting pieces. All right, let's take our black cross-looking piece. We're gonna flip it upside down. We're gonna take one of these pieces and peg it right into the center, like this. Okay, and then we're gonna take the 4 black ones that are like that, these ones here, and we're gonna put them in the empty gaps there. Cool. That's what that should look like. And now we're going to take this light blue piece here, and this peg is going to go into that hole so that we have this, like that. Okay, and now this whole thing we're going to flip back upside down. Remember I told you there's going to be a fun part coming up. Cross side up. This will set in here. Trust the process, because now we are going to gap fill this here, like this. And then we are going to take the blank square piece, and we're going to put it up here like this. See, it's already starting to hold it in. And then we're going to take our corner blank plate and put it in the top corner like that. All right, so now this is locked in. Oh, look at that. Fun. Okay, cool. Very cool, very exciting, very exciting. I don't know why I get excited. Oh, we need another blank plate too. Sorry, guys. Let's finish this part off like that. Now we're cooking with gas. We are cooking with gas, guys. Look at that. Okay. All right. How fun, how fun, how fun. All right, so we need a square, our flat square with a 2x1, and that's gonna go like that. So it looks like that. And then we're gonna take our gray C-clip one, and that's gonna come down like this. All right. So we have this, and then we're going to take our thick brick. That's going to sit right on top like this. And then set that aside for now. So it looks like that. Now we're going to take some of these. I'm going to take one of these larger white round ones, and we are going to take one of these and pop it in like that. So it'll kind of look like little muffin cakes. That's one. And then we're going to take this pink peg and big side. There's a big hole and the small hole. Make sure it's the big hole. It'll only go in one way. Can't really mess it up. So that's like that. Now, I'm going to take this one. So it's oriented like this. And we're going to take this and slide it inside like that. Cool. And another fun part coming up. What's that look like? Button. Right, like that. And then we're going to twist this around so that this looks like that, like this. All right, so that's one. And we're going to do this twice. So let's grab another white piece, peg it in, peg in our pink pipe so that we get this once again. Okay, then we'll take this one again and we'll pop it in like this. We'll take this guy, lock him in like that. Okay, so now we have two of these buttons, and we are going to put one on top like that, staggered. Okay, so that you see, staggered. Those aren't going to go anywhere if you shake them. All right, so coming back to the staggered, what we're going to do is take this piece that we made with the clip just a moment ago and put it on the other side so it's like this. All right, so it looks on the bottom. All right, so okay. So we're going to take one of these corner pieces, gray, and we're going to grab another one of these clips like this. So it looks like that. And then we're going to take this dark gray piece like that. Okay. And then this whole thing is going to go over here like this. Okay. So now you have these are staggered and the clips are staggered. Take another corner piece and another C clip. This time we're going to reverse the corner side like this. Sorry, not like this. Like this and this. We're going to take one of these bright yellow pieces here and put that on the side next to the clip. So it's like that. And then we're going to take a 2x1, put that on top of that. And then this whole thing will come to the other side of this, like this. Okay, and then we're going to take this brown piece, and we're going to put it on top front here. And then we're going to take our 6x1, maybe, first, before we do that, actually, we're going to take our thick brick here and put one like this. Take another thick brick. We're going to put it perpendicular like this on the top. And now we're going to take our green piece. Let me snap it in like that. So that's what this looks like. Okay. And then we're going to take a 1x3. I'll put this back behind the green piece that we put in to complete it like this. All right, so now remember earlier I told you don't lose your little rubber band. See how we have 3 C-clips here? What we're going to do is we're going to take this rubber band, stretch it over the 3 clips like this. Okay. That's what that looks like. Now we're going to reverse this like this. And we are going to take this block. And this will go in the corner over here, like this. Pretty neat, huh? And then we're going to take our blank corner clip, like this. And then we're going to take our shorter blank remaining, like this. Okay, and then this whole structure, see how the buttons now have a little bit of pushback and resistance because of that rubber band? Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun, guys? All right. So, and then we're going to take our 4x1 and put it on the bottom. Like that. Okay. Now this whole piece comes in like this. Look at that. Look at that, everyone. Look how nice that is. That's nice and sturdy too. How fun does that look? We're going to take these 2 pieces, our corners again. Remember with the notch tops, we're going to match them so that they're double notched like that. And then we're going to take this yellow piece and one of these. And these are going to go like this. So it looks like that. And then we're going to take this like this. So it looks like this. Then we're going to take another yellow, 2x1 here, and we're going to stagger it like this. Cool. We're going to take this round black piece, and this is going to lock right in here. Now it has notches. You can see that. Those notches are going to work around the areas where the pegs are. So that locks in like this. Okay, and now we are going to take this part so that it looks, we're starting out like this, but we're going to flip it over. We're going to come all the way to the top here so that everything lines up. Okay. And then we're going to take the 2 of these single ones here, and we're going to pop 1, 2, like that. 1 second, guys, I forgot another. Let's pop that back out. We're going to put another one of these over here, actually, like this. Okay, so that there's one on top and one on the bottom. That'll hold extra well this way. Cool. Okay. All right, and then we are going to fill this corner like this. Oh, what a nice fit. What a nice fit. This is rock solid too. Okay, guys. See how it's all coming together quite nicely? Look at that. Let me set this down like this. We're going to take our remaining 2x1s, snap them on top of each other. And then we are going to take this corner piece and we are going to snap it in like this. And then the last remaining one as well. Okay, so it looks like this. And then these corners, we're going to pop here. I'm going to pop that in like that. Cool. Okay. And now we have this one. We're going to put right here, like that. We're going to take the green part and pop it in as well. Nice clicks. And then we're going to take our blank plate and cover this from edge to edge so it fills that gap like that. All right. Looking good. So now what are we going to do? We are going to take these rubber wheel, gray rubber pieces, and we are going to slot them in these gaps for select and start like they were the buttons. Squishy. Isn't that neat? Simple, but effective. That's so much fun. That is so much fun, guys. Okay, so now our extra pieces, put them to the side. Everything that remains so far is extra. Officially on bag number 4, everybody. We're almost there. We are almost there. We are going to need a 4x1 and a C-clipped one. So we're going to need this one. And then we're going to need this one. Like this. And then we're going to need the green one. Like this. And then we're going to need this one. Like this. Okay, so that's what this looks like. And then we're going to need this one. See, it's got the indents on it. So that one's going to go over here, like that. And then we're going to take a small blank plate and put it across like that. This is what we have. This is what we're working with at the moment. Okay, now this thing is going to clip into this red clip here, like that. Not fun? I mean, that just looks a little rude, but, you know, this channel's for adults anyway. Put that back up. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. So then we're going to take the 6x1 and the 2 corners here. We'll take 2 of these corners, take one on this edge like this, and then we'll do one mirrored next to it like this. And we'll take this one like this. And we'll take these 2 like that. Like that. So we have this so far. And then we're going to take just a flat 4 2x2. So it looks like this. And then we're going to take a darker gray 2x1, put it underneath like that. Okay, so now with this in mind, this in hand, what we're going to do is take the sound part. Here we go again with the excitement. And then the dot matrix with stereo sound, so it looks like this. Not fun. And we're going to take a blank plate, put it above this corner. And then we're going to take the off-on plate and put it right here. Like this. Okay, again, looking exciting, looking exciting. All right, so now we're going to flip this over. So it's oriented this way. And we're going to take this funky piece, turn it upside down, lock it in like that. And then we're going to take this pipe thing. We're going to put that in here like that. And then we're going to take this pipe thing and we're going to put it on the other side like that. Yep. Cool. Just slide it all the way like that. Okay. So far so good. Now we're going to take 2 pegs, put it in like that, put it in like that. So that's what that looks like there. Okay, and now we will take 2x2 square thin piece, and we'll take this one, put it on the one side, and then we're going to take a 4x1, pop it up on next to the top there, and then our remaining brown piece, so it's like that. And then we're going to take this whole structure, and these pegs will go in those holes, slide them down so that they're like that. Nifty. Cool. All right. We need the one that has the pegs on the inside raised up. This. Just to show you the difference here, this darker gray one has the pegs on the bottom. Okay, we don't need this one yet. We need this one. All right, and we're going to put a blank plate on the inside here, like this. And we're going to grab the rounded corner one and turn it to the front. So just this corner like this. And then this thing is going to, I'm going to take this and then pop it in like that. So it looks like this. Yes? Okay, so far so good. All right, we're going to need these 2. One here. We're going to cover this one up like that. So we get that like this. Yes, yes. And then we're going to take the light gray one that's like this. This has to go, now you have to pay attention. Light gray has to stay on the top here. There's a reason for that, as you'll see later. And then the dark gray piece next to it. So it looks like that from the side, looks like that from the top. All right, and there's a reason for that we're coming to. All right, so now we need this piece, and that's gonna come over here. Okay, and we're solidifying it, and then again we're going to do, remember the gray piece on top, the light gray goes on top here as well, and then we're going to go dark gray on the bottom. Okay, this is actually the 2, not a single one, like that. Okay, so you actually have 6 on this side and 4 on this side, and you have an extra over here. Okay, on top of the dark gray corner. Okay, like that. And then we are going to take this one over here, like that. And then we're going to take another blank plate, and then the longer blank plate. And then we're going to take the matching blank plate. So it looks like this. Okay. Now we're going to flip it like this. And we're going to pop it in, pop it in. Look at that. It's coming together. It's coming together. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool, everyone? All right, so we're going to build the screen now. I'm going to take this part like this, and you want the beveled edge so that the thinner side, the lower side, is closer to you, and the thicker side is facing the back. And then you're just going to basically take this plastic piece and pop it in, like this. And then just for reference, that'll stay in. Good. Like this. All right. And then we'll take our dark gray 3x1 and pop it into, so there's one side here, and then one, and then a notched one on this side there, like that. And then we'll take a thin dark gray, put it over here, like that. And then what we'll do is take this piece, and we'll take another dark gray 2x1, and then we'll take the flat square and pop it on top like this. So it's like that. This whole thing will look like this, so that the pegs are to the back side here, like that. And then we'll take this dark corner piece here and pop it in like that. Cool. All right, we're going to take this long piece and we're going to take a single like that. So that's like this. And then this one will pop into this side like this and pop it in like that. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to take this piece and we're going to face it to the right like this. We're going to take its matching piece and do opposite. So they are going to face the opposite direction. And then we are going to take a flat 1 brick, put it on top, like this. And then we are going to take this battery one and put it so it's facing the middle column here, like that. Neat. And then we're going to take a blank and cap it all off, like that. Okay. And then this whole thing, we'll lock this part in like that. Okay. Cool. All right, I'll set that down for a moment. Okay, so now we are going to take 2 single pieces, 2 single thin ones, double them up like this, and then that will go to fill this corner like this. And now we're going to take this whole thing. Now we'll take this whole thing and just slide it in like that. Okay, now it is loose, so set it down for a moment. And we're going to have it face forward like that. And now we're going to take this piece and we're going to take one of the wheels, the gear looking things, and we're going to do it so that the gears are facing outward and pop it up like that. Okay. Then we're going to take this and snap it on there. Then we're going to take this long piece here and fill in this side. So we start holding in the screen together. And then we're going to take a corner like that. And then we're going to take that one like that. So now we're beginning to lock the screen down. So far that's what we have like this on this side. You can see we've got that spins around. Pretty cool. Like that. Now we're going to fill this side in a little bit more. We're going to take a blank plate, put it there, and then we're going to take the one that says contrast. And here we go. This is our contrast control. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Okay. Then we're going to take a blank corner plate. Well, we're going to take link. Small plate, single plate, and then the corner plate. Like that. How cool is that? How cool is this coming together? That's pretty fucking sick. Okay, so we're gonna turn it to this side, like that. And we're gonna do another wheel here. Do another wheel. And this one is going to go in this gap. Here. Like that. And then we're going to put this one over here. And then we're going to put the corner plate next to it. Like that. And that. And we're going to take this cool corner thing, slide it in like this. Now it's all filling in nice. That's so cool. That's so cool. And then we are going to put our volume plate there. So now this is volume and contrast. And you can see that's working nice. All right. We're going to put this buttonish plate on the side here like this. And then we're going to put our external connector. Because there used to be a plate that you could remove and plug in so you can connect two Game Boys together. Pretty neat. And then our oh man, are you kidding? How awesome is this? Okay. So we're coming back to our plates here. And you can choose whatever plate you want to start with. Let's just start with the basic one. How that's going to work is you're going to take this back plate off. You're going to bring this back and you're going to make sure that you're facing the right way here. Slide it in. That holds that perfectly like that. And then plug this back in. Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at that. That is sick. That is so much fun. Wow. How cool, how fun. And of course, if you want to change it, all you do is do that. Put it in, take it out. Like that, and now you've got doink, doink, doink. How fun. That's really cool. Okay. And then of course, if you want to see Zelda, here's Zelda. Take that out, put that in. And then there's Zelda with the flying birds. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. And then whatever one you want, you just keep, close it back in. There you go. That's that. That's so cool. That is so cool. Here, these are sliders for the off and on. See, even nice click. Oh, that's a nice click. Look at that. Wow. So cool. Number 5. I'll put these here. Slide these back over here. And we're at the end, everyone. We are wrapping up. Pretty cool. Okay. Let's organize our pieces, as always. All right, let's just go. Okay, so lengthwise, then we're going to take these pillars. So at the flat side is in the inside, and then the slope side is out. All right, and then we're going to do one at that corner, one at this corner, and then we are going to double up back to back like this, like this. So it looks like that. Okay, and then we are going to take our flat black piece like that, and then we are going to take the two smaller ones, one on each side, like this. Okay, then we're going to take the one with the peg, put it in the middle there. Cool. All right. So now this becomes the stand for this, like that. Remember our gap here? This just goes in like this. So in my version, my first version, this actually locked in a little bit better than this one did, but it works all the same. How neat. How neat. Okay, and we're going to build the second cartridge here. So once again, we're going to take this piece and this, start in the center like this, and then we're going to build out from the center like that. Okay, and then we're going to take our two green pieces. Before we do that, actually, and take 2x4s here like that, and then another 2x4 on the side like this, so we are extended like that. And then we're going to take our two green pieces, like that, and then we're going to take our 3x2 black, put it next to this one like this, and then we're going to take our light circle piece and put it there. And we're going to take our black square, oops, put it next to it like that. So we look like this. Okay, and then we're going to take another green piece, our 2x1, put it like that. So it looks like that. So we're going to take this piece and put it on that side. And then we'll take the other piece that looks like it and tab it in there. And then we will take our flat square and tab it in there like that. So that's what that looks like. That's what the back looks like. Side and side. Cool. So now we are going to take this black piece and put it right here, so that we can take this green piece and put it right here. And then we're going to take this funky piece, and then we're going to take two flat, not too flat, but the two single bricks, and put them on either side of the side with the holes like that, the raised side. So it looks like that. And then we're going to take the two yellow ones and put them on the ends like that. And then this whole thing comes in like this. And then this battery, which is freaking cool, will sit in like this. How fun is that? See, I wish this is the kind of stuff that they would leave exposed as well. Oops. Because it's about to get covered up, y'all. With this. And once again, everything goes bye-bye. Like this. I like how the battery's still somewhat exposed. That's fun. Okay, now we're going to put our Zelda sticker that we still haven't used. This part, the top of the sticker is actually this way. The battery's just above it. All right, now we're cooking again. This is solid. Once again, we're going to put our Nintendo Game Boy logo plate there. Now this all holds together pretty well. And then we are going to put this shorter plate that remains on top. We're going to put that on that, and that like that. Okay, so now you can just take this and then pop it in like that and pretend you're playing. How cool is that? How cool is this? Tell me, everyone, how cool is this? Buttons, mash them up. Huh? Okay, so the nice thing is of course these extra plates here, you have the storage for them. You just slide in there. There you go. Extra pieces to the side. Okay. So just to review, we got our buttons, they're functional. We have our contrast. This is what used to be the power plug if you needed a power headphone jack, the speaker outlets, volume. You can move that panel for gaming or power switch. So cool, so cool. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think? Something you have, something you want to get. It is fun, it's beautiful. It's very, very nostalgic for me personally. It does represent, a whole era of just, OG gamers and fun, and just all kinds of memories come rushing back when I see this. As I was putting it together, I was remembering my friends and I playing different games on it. I was a big Mario Tennis fan. Oh my God, I was so addicted to that game. Link and Zelda, and wow, just all kinds of everything. Obviously Super Mario Brothers, just a classic. Yeah, so hit me up. What was your favorite game if you had a Game Boy? If you didn't have a Game Boy, what was your favorite system? Nintendo, otherwise even. I've been a gamer all my life. PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch. I've got them all. So let me know. Hit me up. All right, guys. Once again, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Really help my channel out. You guys have been so awesome with my support and helping my channel grow really fast. Let me continue that momentum. I can do it without you guys, of course. Honestly, it's very humbling. It's very exciting. I am baffled, amazed, excited, disbelief, all kinds of things as I see the channel growing in a short amount of time, especially. So thank you once again, everyone. And give me your thoughts. Hope to see you guys again soon. As always, Demers Dominion guys, girls, anyone, everyone, stay young, stay fun. Let's enjoy ourselves. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace out.